if I have to buy a GShock from my birth year, which is in 1996 for him, which model would you suggest? Alright, so that's coming up. First, of course, you could just buy anything that you like, but just to make things more interesting, more for collectors, more values to the watch that you'll be paying, what I'm about to share with all you guys won't just apply to 1996, it will apply to any year, throughout the year. Which year you are born, you can just use this same technique I'm using now and just look for that very model that is very special for you guys. I have here GShock Perfect Bible from 2007. This is from 2011. The contents for both of this is similar as far as the list of GShocks. The other parts, such as all this, totally different. And I have this 30th anniversary special magazine from GShock Soho NYC. This magazine was released only in the US. I'm able to grab this in Japan somehow because, you know, I know people who know. I'm not sure if any of you guys notice, every single year Casio will introduce to us something that is very new on the market. At least one. Such as in the year 1990, Casio G-Shock released a DW6000 series, which is the first stopwatch on the G-Shock line that have this 1/1000 second stopwatch. And next year after that, we received new model. We have a thermal sensor capability, and just a later year after that, they celebrate their 10th anniversary and they launch a bunch of models. Actually, this is known as the Frogman. So like you guys can see the pattern over here. Each single year, new G-Shock, more advanced technology will be added into the watches, and they just like go proceed with that, and like every single year, all of that will continues up until today. However, for this case is 1996, which is the first ever G-Shock that come in full metal, which is this guy, the MRG. All of you guys know about this. MRG is like the hottest, one of the highest end G-Shock that we got today in 2017. Like total, very expensive, and Casio have been keep producing this even though they are very expensive because of history. So this is the first generation of MRG. It was released in 1996, and internet users jumped to 1 million to 10 million in 12 months in 1996. So a lot more historical things happens in the same year. eBay first auction online site was launched in the same year as well. So it's very interesting thing to have, like, such as if you bought this watch, and it's gonna remind you a lot of historic moments. It's not just your birthday alone. So that's why it is important to have or to get G-Shock from, such as in this way of thinking, you know, get the G-Shock based on that year that you were born, special G-Shock that was released in that very year. Every single year they have one of those. So no matter what year you were born, you can just look it up in here and find something that at least close to your preference, to your birth year or dates and such. So let's have a look, or have a closer look in let's have a closer look on 1996. Here it is. So this is the year from 1996. Casio actually listed out a lot of things over here. So in 1996 we got the second ICRC G-Shock, which is over here, the most hype model every single year. So in 1996, this is it, like a clear jelly type of watch band, retail 30,000. So this is the model. If you are interested to get this, you can grab this one as well. It's very historical piece as well because, you know, second ICRC. And next we're gonna have the first Lover collection, first no Daihito So this is the first Lover set that was released in history. It retails at 30,000 yen. So if you want to get this, you can go ahead and grab this one as well. They have Lisa over there. I don't know why, probably have to do with MacBook or iPhone. So LOV96-1. I have one of these Lover vintage set incoming soon, probably in 1997 actually. So this one in 1996. So what else we got in 1996? We have the second RCRC Lover Collection, and we have the Full Metal MRG 100 series, and also we have this G Cool Paris and Milan collection for fashion and also technology, because where is it? So it's kind of like at the end of the year, so somewhere around up here. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Here are all the variations for this MRG 100 -7 -T version. T stands for titanium, so if you're planning to grab this, this is the best one, I bet, because the whole case is made out of titanium, if I'm not mistaken. Here, there it is. Titanium material, this is a stainless. This is also stainless steel, so this is the best one. The retail price is 50,000 yen, but don't be fooled by the retail price, because if you look it up on eBay same year of this release date, or Yahoo Japan auction, you're gonna get this like very lower price than this, so you can rest assured, be cool on that. And speaking of cool, here is a G Cool, the first G Cool that was released in history as well, and it comes with, what's so special about this is that it comes with this, here it is, a negative display of holographic display. Yeah, holographic display was inserted into their GShock over there. Down here is the standard display, up here is the holographic. To sum up, you got a lot of pieces from 1996, lucky for you, of course. And also, speaking of 1996, I also have a GShock from year 1996 as well, which will be reviewed. I'll be review this in somewhere in this week also, so stay tuned for that as well. This coming up. And if you are interested to get one of these GShock Bible and such, I will add a link in the description box down below as well. You can get this or this. And also, since this is in Japanese, GShock also have this sort of list in their website as well. I mean, this sort of list, such as this guy, all the list of models advanced in technology was listed in their website as well, such as this, all the way 2017. So in this magazine, we only gonna receive all the way to 2013. Look at that, we have GDX and Rangeman combined together. That's because the watch band has similar look, and I believe the case size for GDX and Rangeman have similar mold, something like that, so that's why they blend all these two photos together, you know. Neat thing over there, not a lot of people know about these similarities. Okay, all that I want you guys to do is go to GShock Japan homepage. It's very easy, just type in GShock Japan something and this page will pop up and you pick. We could learn a lot of things actually from this page. That's what I like about this. Even though they are all in Japanese, looking at the photos alone is just good enough. So now go to the home page and click on this identity tab, and it will enter this new page where they explain all the technology in Japanese. Of course, in their all GShock. Go all the way down, goes down a little bit. We have a lot of information actually, but all those in Japanese. So here it is, history of GShock. It's interesting because they had a master over there for some reason, and add that this square piece just at the back, they're like a ghost and ancestor of new release model, like totally different history over there. Click more. And now we enter this history timeline. This is where you can view all this GShock again without the need to have that magazine that I use, which is in 1993 we received this DW5000, the origin of GShock. Then we have this W5300C, the GShock that could withstand all the way to -30 degrees Celsius temperature, which is very impressive because recent GShock will only withstand to -20 or -10 degree only. And then we're gonna have this model. This model I already covered this before. In this model still in production, you can grab it as well. And next we're gonna have this standard DW5600, and this is interesting, which is the boy size GShock. It's very small. Just in case you don't like this 5600 series, you can go with this instead. And we are running off topic. To conclude this video, I will recommend you to get the MRG 100T model instead. That is all that I could answer, but I end up answering all of this more information more than you guys asked. But anyway, I like sharing. That's all, guys. I hope you guys found this video useful, informative, and entertaining as well. For future reference, leave a like and also subscribe for more GShock related contents like all this in the future. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is GShock High Fashion channel, and